The United States walked out of a UN Security Council meeting when France's ambassador was speaking over recent French comments criticizing the Trump administration's human rights record. Well, Monday's walkout capped days of escalating friction online between US and French officials after Washington voted against renewing a 4-year term for UN Human Rights Chief Volker Turk. In response, France's UN mission in Geneva had launched a blunt attack on social media. The French delegation posted, and I quote, "The US used to be a beacon of human rights, not anymore. Today it stands alongside North Korea, Nicaragua, Mali and Russia, isolated, and the world no longer listens to it." Now, following the walkout, a senior US official rejected the rebuke, slamming Paris for what he calls disingenuous grandstanding.
Stood by this member state through every conflict in which their freedoms have been imperiled. And today, I remind them that it is the United States that remains the beacon of liberty for the world. As such, we will not be affording them the benefit of listening to their politicized drivel until they renounce their condescending and disrespectful rhetoric and behave in a manner commensurate with their seat on this council. I thank you.
The US ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz, also fired back on X, accusing France of supporting a rights chief who lectures free, sovereign democracies like the United States, the UK and Israel, while cozying up to the world's worst oppressors. The Turk, who has frequently called out alleged violations of international law involving Israel and the US in Gaza and Iran, was reappointed with overwhelming global backing, including support from France. At the UN General Assembly, 144 nations voted in favor of his second term, 13 abstained and just 10 voted against, with the US among the opposition. The clash over Turk's reappointment highlights rapidly deepening strains between the Trump administration and the United Nations. Washington continues to slash funding for UN agencies and pull out of international bodies, even as rights groups argue the human rights mandate is more vital than ever amid rising global autocracy.